Okay, good morning everybody. Today is Friday. Woohoo, it is Friday, 9:20, huh? So we're going to have a quiz during class, during Zoom time. And this is what the quiz is all about. So let me go through the review, and then when I'm done, you need to do this and turn it in for an assignment. So, number one, when I see a negative exponent, I think fraction, right? So I'm going to bring this one down to make it positive. I'm going to bring this one up to make it positive. And anything with 0 power is 1. So my answer should just be a 1y over 4 to the third. 4 to the third, let's see this. 4 times 4 is 16 times 4 is 64. Okay. And again, if I get going too fast, just pause the video and think about it, okay? Number 2, negative exponents. So bring this one down to the positive 4 and keep this one up. Now I'm still going to cancel 3 of these with 3 of these, which leaves just 1 on the bottom. Okay, 3 of these cancel 3 of these. So what's on top is a 1. Just 1/2. Wow, cool. Okay. Number 3. All right, I'm going to do this. Because of the negative, the first thing I'm going to do is flip it. I'm just going to flip it. Make the 2a to the cube come out top and the 1 go on the bottom, and that takes care of bringing that up and that down. Okay? So then I'm going to go 2 to the 5th power, bring it to both, 2 to the 5th power, multiply a to the 15th over 1 to the 5th. Okay, well 1 to the 5th is just 1. Okay, that's not too bad. So I brought the exponent in. 2 to the 5th, a to the 15th, 1 to the 5th. Okay, 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16 times 2 is 32. A to the 15th. And in over 1, I don't really need the 1 because that's 1 times 1 times 1, which is just 1. Okay, number 4. I'm going to go cube root, bottom number is the root, of negative 27 squared. Root power. Okay, negative 27, let's see, negative 3 times negative 3 times negative 3. Ah, that works. How about then negative 3 squared? Because I got to still do the power. Negative 3 times negative 3 is a positive 9. Okay, 12. 12 is easy. Honestly. Fraction bar. Bring the x to the 7th down. 12 stays where it's at. And y to the 6 stays where it's at. That's it. Okay. 6. Well, I need the negative 4 to go to the 3rd power. And I'm going to multiply exponents. I'm going to get an x to the negative 6. That's just faster to do it that way, is to multiply exponents. Then, fraction bar. Let's see, negative 4 times negative 4 is 16 times negative 4 is a negative 64. Bring the x down. Boom. There it is. Okay, 7. We're going to graph this, and then we're going to do domain and range. All right, so piece of graph paper out for you. And okay, I'm going to graph this. So let's see here. Get my ruler out. I'm going to try and graph it. Okay. So my vertex, let me slide this up so you can see what I'm doing. So my vertex is at 2, because the opposite inside, 5. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me use a different color. Might be better. And now the slope of 2/3 up 2 over 3. And of course it's a V. 2, 3, it's the V. There you go, okay. Domain, well, that's easy. Domain is all real numbers. All, because forever wide, right? All real numbers. Or I like the cursive R. In range, it starts at a height of 5, right? Reach for your range. Range is the y's. Starts at a height of 5, goes up. Y is greater than or equal to 5. Okay, cool. Cruising along. This won't be hard. Okay, number 8. Let's graph this piecewise graph. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to put in my border lines. Before I do that, I'm going to put in my x, y axes. Okay, so let's go like this. I'll go boom, and I'll go boom. So there's my x, y axis. When I do piecewise graphs, I like to put in my border points first. So my border points on the x-axis, right on the x-axis are, let's see, here's my x-axis. I have a borderline at 2 and a borderline at -2 and at 4. So put in my borderlines. These are invisible lines, but I'm going to put in my borderlines at -2 because x is less than -2, at 2 because it's between 2 and -2, and at 4. Okay, now let's do this. So if this is a y equals 2, right? If this is y equals 2, that's just a horizontal line. Oops, scoot it over. There you go. Y equals 2 is just a horizontal line at 2. So I'm going to go up to 2. I'm going to draw it in. But I'm going to use a pencil because I'm not going to have all of it. I'm just going to piece it, okay? So draw on y equals 2. But this one's only between 2 and 4 because it says just put that one between 2 and 4. So it only goes right here. Close circle, open circle. Okay? Erase the rest. I don't want that piece. That's all I wanted was that piece. Okay? Second line is y equals 3/2 x. Y equals 3/2 x plus 0. I mean, you know, there's my y-intercept at 0, so I can start at 0. I'm going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3, and over 2, up 1, 2, 3, and over 2, 3, 2. But I'm only going to put this line between -2 and 2, because that's just borders, right? That's boundaries between -2 and 2, okay? Looks like an open circle, closed circle, open circle here, and a closed circle there. And finally, y equals -4. It's a straight across horizontal line, but that's when it's less than -2, so that's just going to go 1, 2, 3. Oop, I missed it. There you go, 4. There you go. Let me erase that. I'm going to go all the way down to 4, okay? All right. Now, f of 0. Well, f of 0 is right there, which is 0. So f of 0 is equal to 0 because it's right there. Okay, number 9. I got to find the inverse and then graph it. I can do that. That's not hard. Give me just a second to get a piece of graph paper out. We're going to do both, okay? Now I'm getting a piece of graph paper. That might give you a chance to get caught up if you're behind anyway, okay? All right, so number 9. I'm going to get the inverse. And I'm going to graph the inverse, and then I need the inverse equation. I can do that. So let's see here. I'm going to put this down like this. And let's see. Let's put the original in blue, and I'll put the inverse in red. Okay, so start at 1, right? Down 1, over 1, 2, 3, down 1, over 3. Kind of like that, okay? So there's that one. Okay, 2 ways to get the inverse. One is to switch the points. That will work. The other is just to switch the variables and solve. That's kind of the way I'm going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and instead of y equals a -1/3 x plus 1, I'm going to go and x equals a -1/3 y plus 1. I'm going to solve. Okay. So I'll go -1, -1. That's x minus 1 equals a -1/3 y. Now, I need to undo it, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to multiply by 3, and that'll cancel out that 3. So I multiply this side by 3. Because like a fraction, if I multiply by 3, it cancels the 1/3. But I'm also going to multiply by a negative to get rid of the negative. Okay? All right. So let's see. The negative's gone. 3's gone. I get y equals, let's see, a negative 3x plus 3. I can graph that. There's my equation. So I'm going to go and do it in red. 1, 2, 3. And go down 3 over 1, down 3 over 1, and here's my inverse. Okay. Now, another way to do it is just switch points. Here is a point at 3, 0 becomes 0, 3. Here's a point at 1, 0 becomes 0, 1. Okay, that's another way to do it. Okay, almost done. All right, here's my car. Obviously, it's not a very nice car because it's only worth $12,000, but still, it's a good car. It depreciates. So we did this yesterday. So I'm going to go and use my formula, which is, remember my formula is y equals p, since this is depreciation, 1 minus r to the t. So I'm going to go, okay, I'm going to go y equals, in this case, y equals my starting amount, my principal, 12,599 times 1 minus 8%, 0.08 to the t. Okay, there is my equation. Write a function. That's my equation, my function. Okay, that's that one right there. That's what I want, is that equation or that function. Okay, what's the value of after 2.5 years? Well, let's just plug in 2.5. .08 to the 2.5. And I'm just going to use my calculator. Hopefully you can see my calculator. I'm just going to go, okay, on, clear. I'm going to go 12,509, oops, clear. 12,599, parentheses 1, subtract 0.08 to the power of 2.5, and I get an answer of, about $10,228.35. So I get about $10,228.35. Okay. Now, when will it be worth $3,000? Now, this is just going to be guess and check for you. And just put in numbers here and just keep going and going and going until you get an answer of 3,000. So I know that 2.5 didn't get me 3,000. I can try something a little bit more. I'm just going to show you how I would do it. Let's go 1 minus 0.08. Maybe we'll try to the 10th power, okay? 10 years. Nope, it's more than 10. So you just got to keep trying, guess, and check until you get it. That might be kind of like the extra. Okay, that's all I have. Test quiz on Monday during Zoom.